So, looks like we have a 2013 Ford Escape with a 1.6 liter EcoBoost. And we are going to be doing a turbo on this guy here. Now, Ford did some crazy shit when designing this vehicle. There's legit no room, so we are going to have to do surgery to get this guy up out of here. Take a look at this. Alrighty, so I am about to get started here. See, I got my engine oil sample, and oh, that's good. We are ready. Let's see here. Alrighty. Woo. Alrighty. Ooh, not my engine oil. There we go. It usually pop right up. It usually pop right up. Let's see. There we are. We have to get in here and get these little clips removed. Go ahead and pop them up off of there. Let's see. Should be able to pull on this guy. Just pull straight forward. Set the guy down. We're gonna have 8mm, one here and one there. And we have one there, one there. I think those are like T20s or something. So you have to get those guys out of there. So we remove the T25 Torx bits holding this guy on there. And we're gonna come over here, remove these 8mm. We should be about everything, so we can pull this guy out of here. Let's go lift up out of there like so. We'll set it down. See what we got. Pull that up out of there. Yeah, that turbo's back in there. So we're gonna try to do some shortcuts here. See if we can fish this turbo out without removing axles and all this other crazy shit. Let's see. Just take a look at what's going on. I think I can set that to the side. Try and lift the whole thing up there. Should be able to get in there. Let's see. now I am trying to get this air box out of the way here. Let's see. This shit just get the fucking air box out of the way. Hopefully we can fish it out of there. Let's see. Okay. Like so. We take the whole unit out. We take the whole unit out, we won't deal with it. Set that up out of there. Put that to the side here. Let's get this battery. Let's get this battery removed here. Alrighty. Let's get the battery removed. Take the negative off first. This negative cable off. Alrighty. Get that guy up out of there. Come down to the side here. That one removed. Shit, pull the fuck up out of there. Let's get the battery up out of there. Set that guy down. Alright, what is those tins? I'm gonna get in here and get that. Alright, so we're gonna get this battery box out of the way here. Let's see if we can get in there. Some 10 millimeters holding it down. Okay. And pull it up out of there. Set it down. We can leave that like that. We are trying to try our hardest. To get in here and fish some stuff out of here. Let's tuck that out of the way. As you can see, the turbo is back up in here. Alrighty. Let's see. Looks like it's gonna be an 8. Okay, that's not gonna fit in there. So it's a 7 millimeter on that connector there. Get this guy up out of here. Okay. So be careful here. Be careful with all this plastic shit. Careful with the plastic. All right. We got 4 bolts holding this heat shield in there. So it was a battle fighting these lines out. This line here, it was pretty tough to get at because it was secured. And it's a bracket down under here with a 10 millimeter nut, 10 millimeter bolt holding it to the block, which was stripped out from the previous tech or mechanic or whoever to touch this shit. So I was able to get that out of there. Then extractor. Now we can pull this cover up out of here. We can get that guy up out of there. These bolts with it. So I got the hardware soaking in PB plaster at the moment. And I'm gonna give that a minute to soak in there. Then we are gonna attempt to get these bolts out of here. Hopefully everything goes smooth. Should go smooth. But yep. So we have another bolt on the exhaust. And then it'll be free from the turbo. Then I'll have to take off these exhaust manifold bolts. This turbo is gonna be coming right the fuck up out of here. Okay. So I was able to get the turbo and the exhaust manifold removed from the engine. So I have these 3 8mm bolts I'm gonna remove and get this thing took off of there so I can have more clearance. I'm gonna try to wiggle the exhaust manifold and turbo out of the engine bay. We got the turbo removed. I'm trying to find out why they got RTV up here. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Appears to be cracked. Yeah, so I had some more digging to do, but the turbo was removed without doing excessive work for pulling axles or any of that stuff. It comes right out the top. For anyone doing this job on a 2013 Ford Escape, Fusion, Transit, whatever the hell you're working on with the EcoBoost motor, it's pretty much the same procedure. The turbo comes right out of the top with a little finesse. Yeah. So you can see here, the vehicle's still on the ground here. Did have to jack it up to get some stuff off down there, disconnect the lines or whatnot, but it is out of there. The turbo is out of there.